Alright team, we have a patient presenting with peripheral ulcerative keratitis, musculoskeletal injury, and climbing injuries. What are your thoughts on the diagnosis?
I believe it could be rheumatoid arthritis, considering the combination of symptoms.
I'm leaning towards Boucher's disease. The symptoms seem to align with that.
I think it might be granulomatosis with polyangiitis.
I disagree with all of you. I think it's more likely to be Ehlers Danlos syndrome.
You're all wrong. It's pulmonary artery sling. And the treatment. We're going for a hemipelvectomy.
Wait, Hawks, that's a risky procedure. Are you sure that's the right call?
I don't need your doubts, Gary. This is the best course of action for the patient. We're moving forward with the surgery. Tracy, I need to discuss something important regarding my patient. I believe he has pulmonary artery sling and requires a hemipelvectomy.
Hawks, we have to be absolutely sure before we proceed with such a drastic procedure. Are you certain about this diagnosis?
I have been in this field for years, Tracy. I know what I'm doing. You can't keep questioning my expertise.
I'm not doubting your experience, Hawks. But let's not forget your track record. You've been wrong before.
That was in the past, Tracy. We need to move on from that. This time, I am positive about the diagnosis. Trust me on this.
I understand your confidence, but we have to consider all possibilities. Let's discuss this further and make sure we have exhausted all options before making a decision.
That's fucking great. The patient's condition seems to be critical after the hemipelvectomy. Amazing.
I can't believe Dr. Hawks insisted on that treatment. It's clear now that it wasn't the right choice for pulmonary artery sling.
We need to figure out the correct treatment as soon as possible. Can we explore other options to save the patient?
I think we should focus on stabilizing the patient for now. Let's not jump to conclusions. Everything will be fine.
You idiots! How could you nearly kill our patient with such a massive oversight?
Pulmonary artery sling misdiagnosed is the issue, and performing a hemipelvectomy as the treatment.
Are you incompetent fools?
Dr. Hawks, we are deeply sorry for the mistake. What do you think the correct diagnosis is then?
Please tell us what we missed. We want to make this right.
We can fix this. Just guide us in the right direction.
Hawks, come on, don't leave us hanging. Help us understand the correct diagnosis.
You all are a disgrace to this profession. It's clear now that the patient is suffering from a rare vascular ring anomaly. You better start doing your jobs properly before you end up killing someone else with your incompetence. I'm out of here. So, how are things going in the oncology department, Johnson?
Pretty good, actually. Most of my patients are responding well to treatment. It's always a tough journey, but seeing them improve gives me hope.
That's great to hear. I've been so caught up with this one case lately. It's really puzzling me.
Oh, what's going on with your patient?
I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think I finally figured it out. It's a rare condition that mimics something more common, but with a twist. I need to get back to my office right away.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, good luck with your patient. I'll see you around, Hawks.
Thanks, Johnson. Sorry to cut lunch short, but duty calls. Sorry for barging in, but we need to address this immediately.
Hawks, what are you doing in here without protective gear? You're putting everyone at risk?
This is unbelievable, Hawks. You know better than this.
Where's your professionalism, Hawks? You can't just disregard safety protocols.
I had to come in here. The previous diagnosis of pulmonary artery sling was wrong.
What do you mean wrong? That's a serious mistake.
I had lunch with Dr. Johnson and we solved it. It's Nori disease.
Nori disease. What's the prognosis, Hawks?
The prognosis for Nori disease is poor. It's a progressive condition with no known cure. I can't believe I got the diagnosis wrong, Tracy. It was Nori disease, not pulmonary artery sling?
Well, I'm just glad you found the right diagnosis in the end. It's important to admit when we make mistakes.
Yeah, well, maybe if I didn't have such incompetent doctors on my team, this wouldn't have happened.
Hold on a minute, Hawks. You were the one who made the initial diagnosis. You can't just shift the blame to your team now.
I thought...
No excuses, Hawks. Take responsibility for your actions. Patients' lives are at stake here.
Fine, I get it. I'll do better next time.
Good. Now, go back to work and make sure this doesn't happen again.